Welcome back. This educational video is brought to you by Forge College. In our last lesson, we focused on organizing your personal developer resource guide. Today, we are diving into our Introduction to Ethereum Architecture course, right here inside the Ethereum Fundamentals track. Think about this for a second. When you send 3 digital coins to a friend, how does the computer actually know you have 3 coins to spend? Every blockchain have to choose between 2 different ways to keep track of who owns what. They either use a master ledger or they use independent token envelopes. For the rest of this video, we can think of the account model exactly like a shared community chalkboard ledger. The UTXO model, on the other hand, operates like a stack of physically sealed cash envelopes. This choice between a chalkboard and a stack of envelopes dictates the speed of the entire network, its rules for avoiding conflict, and its ability to process multiple actions at the exact same time. Let's start with this drawing. This represents the account model, which Ethereum uses. It functions as a giant global ledger. Notice your assigned row tracking your balance of 5 coins. To send 3 coins to Alice, the network crosses out your 5, writes 2, drops down to Alice's row, crosses out her old balance, and adds 3. We call this an in-place update. The network changes a single central state on the page, acting as the absolute source of truth. But there is a vulnerability. If 2 different people attempt to update your exact row on that chalkboard at the exact same millisecond, the math breaks. The system doesn't know whose numbers to trust. To fix this, the network forces all transactions into a strict single-file line. This is called ordering, and it uses sequence numbers, or nonces, to ensure that the ledger updates happen exactly one at a time. Ledgers make intuitive sense to us as human beings. However, relying on one shared global state creates a natural traffic bottleneck on the entire network. Now let's look at the UTXO model, used by networks like Bitcoin. Instead of one big ledger, the network tracks individual unspent outputs, which work just like those sealed envelopes we mentioned. Each envelope carries a fixed amount of value. To send 3 coins to Alice, you don't edit a master number. You physically hand over your specific 3-coin envelope. Once Alice receives it, your original envelope is destroyed and marked off so it can never be used again. But what if you need to send 4 coins and you only possess a 2-coin envelope and a 3-coin envelope? You have to find a way to make change. You solve this through an all-or-nothing swap. You push both of your existing envelopes into the network's machinery. They are both destroyed completely, and in their place, the system creates brand new outputs, a 4-coin envelope for Alice, and a 1-coin envelope safely returned to you as change. These transitions are total replacements, not edits to a shared ledger. By destroying the old inputs to create the new ones, the risk of spending the same money twice is limited to those specific envelopes, rather than threatening the whole system. Let's compare how these mechanics impact the capacity of the network. Remember, the account model forces everyone to wait their turn to write on the same global chalkboard. The UTXO model has a big advantage here. Because the envelopes are completely separate, millions of users can trade them simultaneously. While the account model creates a traffic jam on the left, the independent UTXO envelopes move smoothly in their own lanes on the right. This allows for parallel processing. Because these envelopes never cross paths, the network can check and finish multiple independent transactions at the exact same time. The account model groups everyone together, which can lead to bottlenecks. The UTXO model keeps everyone separate, which allows for much higher speeds. So, if UTXO is capable of such high-speed parallel processing, why did Ethereum choose the bottlenecked account model? It comes down to flexibility. The account model makes building complex smart contracts much easier because the software code can easily read and change one central shared reality. For developers, the UTXO model can be harder to manage. It forces wallet software to use complex math just to constantly sweep up fragmented envelopes and calculate exact change. Looking at this summary table, you can see the trade-offs. The account model gives you a global state that is easier to program, but it creates a speed bottleneck. UTXO gives you isolated states and parallel speed, but makes complex programming much more difficult. Ultimately, blockchain designers have to strike a balance, weighing the simple programming of a central ledger against the natural parallel speed of isolated token envelopes. Internalizing this mental model, the ledger versus the envelope, makes complex topics like gas fees, sequence numbers, and how different apps interact with each other much easier to predict. In our next lesson, Inside Ethereum Accounts, we will take a magnifying glass to the account model. We'll look under the hood to see exactly how it manages your balances and storage. This educational video was created by Forge College. To continue building your knowledge and learn more about Web3 architecture, visit forge.college. Keep your architectural toolkit handy, and we will see you in the next lesson as we step further into Ethereum fundamentals.